Get the 30-second count.
Yo,
Yo, yo,
GB. Hey,
yo!
Growin Up
What up, though?
Brown.
What up, man?
What
Surprise
up?
and Shazam!
Can you hear me? Do I need to put on
Yeah.
earphones?
No, we got
No,
No,
you.
you
you
good.
good, bro. You good.
Yeah,
Loud and
dig on my
clear.
fellas.
Yes, yes. What's
Whoa,
going
What's
What
on?
up,
Welcome,
Doobie?
up,
welcome.
I thought I was gray, bro. You
this
look,
is
hey, you look
actually
like
all this is for the movie Parallax. The TV series I'm in with uh what's her name? Leaf Shiver and Jazzy Beats.
oh,
And
okay.
Rory Cochran, if you guys know Jazzy Beats, she's from the show Atlanta with what's his name? Childish Gambino. She's
Yeah,
the
I know.
Yeah.
yep. And
Yeah, we got on the same hat, bro.
hell yeah, this is the new ones, yep. And Liv Shiver is in it, and Macaulay Cochran's brother. It's a
Oh, I
mystery,
like him.
a murder mystery.
Yeah.
I play somebody in a mental institution, and my name is Yogurt Man. And
Yo,
I
I
tell
thought you.
Yogurt, they
Hey,
got my hair crazy. Like I can't take it out or nothing. I gotta they pull it out. It's all right there. It's all white, all different colors, and it's all
Yogurt man.
hey,
yep,
yo,
Yogurt
listen,
Man.
listen.
I
When
get
you when
yogurt and I
you
throw it on people. I be throwing it on people in the
when you
crazy
when you
home
first popped up, I thought you was Kadeem Hardison.
in the middle institution in the middle institution.
Oh my
Yogurt
gosh.
man.
Yogurt
Yogurt
man.
man.
Yeah, Yogurt Man,
Bro.
Eating
Yogurt
yogurt.
Man.
And
Yup,
you out there with Lee F. Shriver, aka Ray Donovan.
Ray
Ray
Donovan.
Donovan.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yep, me,
Oh man.
me and my wife, we both got primary. They call it primary backgrounds, but yeah, we in there big time. And then I got another role. I'm playing a Santa Claus, Harlem Santa or Black Santa is my name.
Oh boy.
So I'll be shooting out in
What?
New York on December 26th, 27th, and 28th.
Hey,
Hey,
Doobie,
Doobie, how did you get into
that's what I was
how'd
going
you
to
get
say.
into
How you
acting
get
like
hooked
this,
up to
man?
that, bro?
Because you went from like
Well, it came
insurance to like next thing I know, you on the screen everywhere. You on YouTube, you on
it,
Tubi, you on Amazon Prime, like you
yeah,
was
Doobie on
everywhere,
Tubi.
bro.
it came from the cooking show. I'm still doing the cooking show. Um, Yep,
Wow.
Doobie's Higher Vibrations Cooking Show. Tune in, Page One TV Network, Fridays at 9 and at 2 and 9. I come on 2 times on Fridays, and you can watch it
Wow.
on demand on the Page One TV Network.
Oh,
Bro,
So,
I just want to
Wow.
see you as the yogurt man.
yep, Yogurt Man.
I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna start. Look, I'm just gonna start carrying some yogurt when people piss me off. Take that.
Take
you should you should have seen
that.
we came back to the set one day, and then the people who like the casting directors, they was all coming and say, "Oh my God, we watched your dailies. You were so good as the Yogurt Man. Like we thought you was really a crazy person."
They only knew.
Yeah,
He had
Oh
years to
my
prepare.
goodness.
I don't know if I can put pictures in the chat, but I did have some pictures of me dressed in my costume
Oh
for
That's
my
what's
Yogurt
up,
Man.
goodness.
bro.
Yes.
yeah,
I
we
hope
gotta see
yeah.
pictures of Yogurt Man.
Yeah, I don't know. Can I put pictures in this
Is there a
chat? I
screen
don't.
share on there? I don't know if we can screen share or not. We still rookies in this game. I'm not maybe you put them in the maybe yeah,
Put
if
them
you
in
put
the
them in the
comments,
comments.
maybe.
Yeah, yeah, because they'll show
Yeah,
up
it
they can
might be
show
able
up
to
on
come up
stage.
there.
Yep.
Nah, it's not letting me. It's just letting me put text.
Oh man,
So
that's
hey,
all right. We'll put them
when's
up
that
on the
come out?
socials.
What's that gonna be on, Daryl? Oh, we lost him.
I
There's
was
a
gonna tell them send them to me, and I'll send them. I'll put them on the socials. We'll put them
there's a
on. We'll
screen
definitely
on
put
the
them on the
bottom of our
socials.
tab, and it's like a share screen.
Hey, dude, we
I'm
lost
not
you,
sure if
bro.
you can do it that way or not.
I'll wait till he come back on. He'll come back here in a second.
Doobie on Tubi.
Dude, this is dope, man. I'm so happy to see Doobie. It's been so long. You
Yeah,
know what I
I
mean? Oh,
don't
here he
think I've
come
seen
back.
him in about.
I know,
I
man.
hit
It's
the
been
wrong button and
forever.
knocked us off. My
Oh, you good,
apologies.
bro? You good? Nah, we was just saying, man. It's been a minute since we seen you, man. So it's
Yeah,
just, dude, it's
man.
been cool to see you, man. It's been forever,
Yeah,
forever,
bro.
man. Our lives have been totally, things have been just kind of turned upside down over since, since our days when we were slinging life insurance
I know,
for.
right? Right. What a change. What a change, man.
Yes, yes,
But
yes.
it's all those things makes us who we are. I say now you want to see me, you can see me on TV, Amazon Prime, Tubi, Page One TV Network, and I'm even made the poster in this t-shirt.
Oh, that's
That's what's
good.
Wow,
up, bro.
bro. Hey, are you still doing the show with Stephanie Smith?
Yep, I still do the Stephanie Smith show.
Tell them I said
We
what up.
get
Nice,
Nice.
like
nice.
35,000 visitors. We need to have you guys on that show. We get like 35,000 visitors
Hey,
a
yo,
Oh,
week
that'd
on
be
our show.
dope.
hey,
Yeah, that'd
dude.
be
I don't know
dope.
if you know this, man, but back in 2010, they had me on there singing. I don't know
What?
if they ever. Yeah, when they had the spot up in the north side, right
Yeah,
across
when it
from
was
where the
called
stadium
Pittsburgh
is.
Gospel Showcase.
Yeah, they had
That's
me.
a
They had
that's
me
when
up there.
they had lost viewership that day.
They
That's what
did.
happened. They had lost.
They was like, "Can you sing
They
solo?" I
was
was like,
throwing
"No, no,
tomato.
can't
They was
nobody
throwing
hear me."
tomatoes at the screen.
They, they,
Boo.
they
If
said I
anyone out
sound
there has
away,
that video
far
footage,
away.
Please send it to us.
share it to the group.
Please,
Nah, we're
we
not.
want to see
Nah,
something.
We want to see
we're
some.
not.
Hey, what was you singing? What was you singing?
Um, I was singing
You'll never
"Let Me Touch You and
find.
See If You're Real"
Jason,
Huh?
from
you'll never find you.
you know that song? It was a gospel song from Kurt Franklin. See
No,
if you
sing
were
it.
real. No, I'm
Sing it.
good.
We
I'm
don't
good.
know it.
You
Give
should
us a
listen.
But we
sample.
don't
Google.
know it.
Yeah,
Give
give
us a
us a
Google.
sample.
sample.
Come on, we're gonna try
YouTube is
sample.
free, niggas.
Try sample. We will try.
Give us a sample.
Kurt Franklin. See if you are
Come on,
real.
man. Don't be rabbit us, bro. Come on.
Bro, we here to talk about Doobie.
You
He's
know.
joking.
Yeah, we still
Hey,
we
we
still
got
Call me B Rabbit because I'm chugging. I ain't doing shit.
cousin Tequila on the line saying, "Hey y'all, go Steelers. Yes, that was a great game last night.
What
It
up,
was
Tequila?
very, 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 very cold last night. So I don't know if you saw Doobie, myself,
I
Mark
seen it. I seen it.
Parolia,
Yeah,
yeah, Raheem and
yeah.
Omar. We was all at the game yesterday. We bought those tickets like way back in August or September, and man, the weather changed, and we was like, man, we still going, and we went, and that Mark from Miami,
He
bro, and
from
he originally
Miami,
from
yeah.
Haiti, bro, like he's of Haitian descent. I felt bad for him, but
He, he
he
was
held his own.
yeah,
He
he
loved
wasn't
it.
used to this cold, boy. This
Yeah.
was cold something different.
Yeah, bro. He said it's only the second time he's ever seen snow. He said his wife has
Oh
Wow.
wow.
never seen snow before, ever.
Wow.
Well, I
Yeah, so
know.
he
I
wants to
miss
bring his
Florida.
Hey,
Florida's a
listen.
yeah,
beautiful place.
I never need to see it again. To be honest with you.
Ah, me
yeah,
neither. Me
yes. Ain't that the
neither.
Snow,
truth?
snow is a four-letter word in this household.
One of these movies hits, or one of these. I'm moving back to Florida.
He said, I'm getting the hell out of here.
So hey, dude, you back in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, yep. I'm Brentwood.
Okay.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Yeah,
That's
but I,
what's
I
up.
do a lot of traveling. The movies that I've been doing are being shot at Tyler Perry Studios in
Nice.
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Nice,
That's
nice.
Yeah,
what's up.
Yeah, and
yeah.
me and my wife, we just booked another one called Fake Millionaire, and I'm playing a mobster that's getting these guys who stole this money from these Russian guys, these Russian mobsters who had a business importing and exporting live. I mean, not live, but they call them baby alive sex dolls.
What?
Yeah, it's a good script. It's funny as heck. Yep. And I play this gangster, and I be
Oh my gosh.
like, nigga, where's my money? I told you I need my money. You gonna play with me, or you gonna play with this gun? I got.
Hey, hold on. When you did that, when you auditioned for that, were they like, we need you to act more black? Can you be a little bit more black? Put some more into it. We know how to do it.
Yeah, it's
Oh
a
man.
little character. It's like it's a character. The Santa Claus one is like a character too. I'm really doing some character acting for the Santa Claus one too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I could
Bro,
totally
I'm
see
gonna,
that,
you know what?
man.
You've inspired me, bro.
Dude.
I'm gonna write a movie. I'm
But
gonna write a TV movie.
the one that we're filming is the series called the TONY Top of New York. My wife plays the U.S. District Attorney, and I play a dope dealer coming from uh, Baltimore, going to New York to help my uncle with his drug business after his partner got busted.
Dude.
Bro.
I
I
got all
love it.
I got all the outfits. I got the chains. I got the sweaters with the leather on the front, the
He was built for
Pele
this.
jackets. I got all that. Yeah, I got all that for my costume.
It was built for this, man.
Yep.
That's
When
awesome.
I was
That's
doing the
awesome.
table read, they was like, "Oh wow, you were good at this." I was like, "This is my real life, niggas. Y'all don't know."
This
He
thing
said,
I'll
This
never
ain't
it
a
ain't
rap
no
song,
acting.
nigga. This is
the,
my
the
life.
count the count is up to 4. It's up to 4
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
before you got on, I said how many over and under niggas is we gonna get? I said over 10 or under 10. We up to
He
4.
said he knew it
Take
was
We
the
up to
coming.
over.
4.
Take the over.
Yeah. You guys watched the Diddy documentary. Did you
Yeah.
guys get to see
Yeah.
it? Yeah,
Yeah, man.
those stories I was right there for,
Mm.
in the background that day they did the cheesecake. I'll tell you a little story about that. So the
Mm.
day he went and had them do the cheesecake, we were all in the studio. Me, Tony Dofat was in there, Black Rob at the time, and we were doing production for that Making of the Band album. And Puff came in, and I guess he didn't like what they was sitting around talking and just being goofy, but they were some young kids. And he was like, I want y'all to do something, do me a favor. He's like, I want y'all to go out and get this cheesecake. I want y'all to go to Junior's. They was like, all right, we'll go, thinking they're gonna get in the car because there's a car service, that we had. And he's like, no, you guys gotta walk. Show me you want it.
Damn.
So they left, they went to walking. He get a call. He was gone. He left. He left the studio. He forgot all about it. He told him to go get the cheesecake for real. They came back. They was like, "Well, we got your cheesecake." They was all excited. They was like, he's gone. He left. He been left. They was so mad. They was like, fuck this. I don't want to be in this show. This is dumb. So I pulled them all in the room and I said, you know what I had to do to be here? I had to go to music school for 4 years. I said I had to struggle, work as an intern. Didn't have make no money. Was staying under the booth, in the booth, sleeping in the booth, so because I couldn't have money to go home. He said that's
Mm.
what I had to do to go through this. I said if all I had to do was walk to Brooklyn and get some cheesecake and walk back, I would have done that in a second for all the stuff I had to go through for the same position you guys are in. And
Yeah,
Hold
again,
up,
got it.
bro. Hold on. What's funny about that is the Chappelle Cambodian breast milk story.
Bro,
Like when Dave
it's
Chappelle was
so
like,
on
go get me
point.
Genius.
some Cambo- go get me some Cambodian breast milk.
Straight genius.
It was perfect.
I
I
was
mean,
there
it's
that day too. I was there that day at that studio too. I'm the one that connected them with Wyclef through my friend Khalil, who passed away, rest in peace. But I connected the making of the band kids with Wyclef. That
Oh,
was
that's
my
what's up.
connection.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Doobie, when did you start with Bad Boy? What year did you start with them?
Uh, that was 2002.
Okay. Okay. So this was all post
Oh yeah,
Pac,
yeah, yeah,
Biggie, and
yeah,
everything. Got
yeah.
it.
This is after
Okay.
Biggie. I worked on the Biggie Duets album. Was the album that I
Gotcha.
did work
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I got a quick
Gotcha.
story about that too. I have another person, a friend of mine, who you guys see on some of my Facebook posts. Sometimes she was another engineer. She was actually the head engineer there. And when
Hmm.
we were getting ready to do the Biggie Duets album, it was a Saturday night, and we had the reel to reels. So those are the actual tape reels that he recorded on. So we were able to get those, and we connected them to the board. So we were playing and listening to him, and those reels they recorded everything. Recorded him talking in between his breaks, him coughing, him smoking,
Mm.
all him having a drink, him talking to little Kim, and we were listening to I Got a Story to Tell. And
Mm.
it was out the music, just the vocals. So it sounded like he's right in the room. So me and Alexis, we're sitting there, we're just listening to him. Next thing you know, the whole board shuts down. Boom! The lights went off in the studio, and guess what? The music kept playing. Everything, all the power's out, but the music kept playing through the speakers.
Oh
We
wow.
jumped
Crazy.
up so quick and ran out that room. Oh my God. And we told Harv Pierre was there at that time. He was there that day. We told Harv, we was like, Harv, there's something wrong. All the lights went off in the studio. He was like, yeah, that's the ghost of Big. He comes in there all the time. That's where he recorded that Life After Death album in that room.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yep. Yep. I
Whoa,
think me and
bro.
Alexis actually talked about it a while ago on another podcast that we did. But yeah, that was crazy.
Hey, I knew you was about to come with some Hollywood stories like Charlie Murphy, rest in peace. I knew you was. Hey, I knew we
That was
had no
big talking
production
about
meetings. Oh, and I knew I was like, man, I guarantee you, Doobie gonna come with some Hollywood stories.
When
He
I
gonna
when
have
I
some crazy stories to tell.
my first day at Bad Boy, I had got a call. I had worked with them guys. I was worked at a studio, Quad Studios, where Tupac got shot. I was
Mm,
working there, and Puff came with Carl Thomas, and they had
yeah.
to record there because the board, something was wrong with the board at his studio, Daddy's house. So we had a ball with them. That was my first time meeting Puff, first time meeting Carl. We had a ball. So they was like, man, you good, we gonna give you a call sometime. Next time we come to Quad, we gonna give you a call. We can ask for you. I said, cool. So I gave him my number. So 2 days later, which was like a Friday, I think it was a Friday night, I get a call, and my man's like, yo, Playboy, my man Puff want you to come to the studio to work. He said, you available? I said, yeah, but I'm thinking it's one of but we always play jokes on each other. So I'm thinking it's somebody from the studio. And I'm like, clown, like, yeah, whatever, bullshit. He's like, no, no, for real, for real. He said, hold on. And then I hear, what's up, Playboy? What's up, doobie doo? Come on through. I was in a car for you. I was like, for real? And he was like, yeah, come on through. We need you. And it was Puff. And
Wow.
yep, my friend Tony Williams was with me at the time. And he was like, I'll drive you up. And he drove me up. And I worked that night. I think I got there like at 10 o'clock Friday night. And I didn't leave that studio until Tuesday evening.
Mm, mm,
mm,
mm.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
You know, Doobie, people get like caught up in the drama part of things, but you know me, man. I'm a music head, man. Talk a little bit about like the sessions, what that like you creating the music and being in with musical geniuses out there and what have you. Talk a little bit about that because I've
Well,
always been intrigued by that, bro. Always.
I got a couple sessions that I want to talk about. The first one was when I worked with Kanye West. This
Mm.
is when he was doing the Blueprint 2 album
Yes.
with
Yes.
all I need in a life is in me and my
Yeah.
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I was recording that with this one another producer named E-Bass, who plays the bass guitar and the regular guitar. And Kanye West was just getting started. So there was there used to be this like DVDs that used to go out. They call Smack DVDs.
Mm.
And the dudes came and they was interviewing Kanye, and we were all sitting there in the room. And Kanye says to me, said, "Doobie, you want to be big in this business? Watch what the fuck I do. Just watch what the fuck I do. Watch how I talk to these niggas. Watch this shit. Watch this shit." And I said, "Dude, you're crazy." I said, "You're crazy, man." I looked at him like he was nuts. And they came in. He was like, "Yeah, I'm the biggest shit. Nobody better than me." He was talking shit. "I can make beats better than any of these niggas." He was just talking crazy. Like I never heard him talk like this. Like he put on this act all of a sudden. And when they left, he went back to his regular self. And he said, you see what I did? Watch this. Watch this." And I thought he was crazy. And really, he took off doing the same thing. And I guess he got really stuck with it, now.
He got bold. He was
Yep.
bold with it.
Crazy thing
Yeah.
happened. That next day, we had another session, recorded this song called Just to Get By, with Talib
Yeah.
Kweli. Just
Yeah.
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 to get
Da,
Yeah.
by.
da, da,
Yeah.
da, da,
We
da,
had
da,
so much
yeah.
fun on that session. We had a ball. We was smoking. We was drinking. We was eating fried chicken because it was a Popeyes across the street. Having a ball at that session. We had a dinner break. He leaves, had a couple drinks, smoking, I guess. Comes back, his jacket is missing. He
Oh
has this
no.
little jacket, probably a size medium white leather jacket. It was missing. So instead of talking to me, he goes upstairs, contacts the studio head, and says, "I stole his jacket." I get a call
Oh.
down, and they ask me to leave the session before he walks in the room. So I see him. I'm getting in the elevator. He getting out, and he give me this dirty look. I'm like, "What's up with you?" He's like, I get up there. They was like, "Kanye said you stole his jacket." Here, while we were gone, one of the interns went in there and cleaned up and hung the jacket up in a closet. So fast forward to he has a car accident in California, probably like
Hmm.
3 or 4 weeks later, and he does Through the Wire,
Through the
Right.
wire. Yep.
right? So instantly he becomes a huge success. Fast forward, when this song is like number one, he's back in the studio working on some new music. And I'm in the elevator, and he gets in the elevator and he sees me. I'm like, "What's up, nigga? Why you say I stole that jacket?" He gonna get out the elevator, look at me till the elevator doors closed. That's, that's my Kanye story. And
Hey,
Kanye had worked
I'd have,
with,
I'd have tapped that jaw.
and because of me, Kanye did a song with Adam Levine when I was working on a session with him.
Wow.
We were doing All That Need Is a Life Is In Me and my
Yeah.
girlfriend. They were on the Maroon 5 was on the penthouse floor. This how bold he was. This is
Wow.
Kanye West. Wasn't no big Kanye West now. He's just a producer producing tracks for Dipset, and he got some songs that's
Yeah.
Jay-Z that's getting ready to come out.
Yeah.
So they called me up there. So I go up there. I guess I was taking too long on the 12th floor. He comes up to the 12th floor, interrupts the session, and say, "I need my engineer back." And I'm like, "Yo, yo, yo." I said, Adam, you got to meet this guy. His name is Kanye West. He's a hot producer. He's so talented. I said, "You guys should exchange numbers. You guys would be good to work together." And they exchanged numbers. And then, a couple months later,
He did
they
that
had the
jam.
song. Yeah,
Yeah,
yep,
Yeah.
I heard
together.
him say. Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
you know what's funny? That song actually put me down
Wow.
with Maroon 5. Like, I like Maroon 5. I like them a lot, but I didn't know too much about them until that song
Maroon
came out.
Five
And then I
always
was
been
like,
my
"Oh,
joint,
okay,
man. They
Yeah.
this is
yeah,
decent
man. They
crossover."
always been yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I knew who they were. You know what I mean? But I was like, oh, this is hot. You know,
Yeah,
that's
bro.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is crazy, man, dude.
yeah. I got. I was in that business for 10 years. I got a lot of stories. I know. Our friend Troy says, "Oh, I never worked for Bad Boy. I never was in New York." I got a story about him when I took him up there too.
Let's continue to talk about you.
And that guy went on to be Gorilla Black. No,
Damn.
You
No
are
shade,
funny.
no
Oh
shade.
my
Everything happens for a
god.
reason, man.
Damn.
Oh, funny.
Damn. There we
Oh,
go. Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh, dude. And here, dude, Jay Brown with the bomb. Hit him with the bomb, man. The bomb. Hey, let me ask you a question.
yeah.
Have you ever seen any baby oil?
No. I never seen the baby oil, and I always left the parties before they went to the freak offs.
When I went to the free.
Yep. Because
Well,
at that time I managed Mario Winans and Black Rob. And the reason why I was managing Mario Winans because him and Puffy got into a fight, a fist fight in the studio, and I was able to break it up and talk to Mario. And from there, I went from Mario's personal engineer to Puffy put me on Mario's management. And Mario didn't really get along with Puffy besides the music together. So
Yeah,
I was always when Mario was ready to leave, that's when I left. So in certain ways that not me, I'm not saying I'm into stuff like that, but because Mario's spiritual upbringing and background, he was never a part of that stuff, and so neither was I.
yeah, yeah. I can dig
yeah,
it.
there was an interview that they did with what's my Lecrae, I think is his name, the
The
Christian
Cray, yeah,
rapper.
the Cray.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
he said he was like, man, I went to a party and he was just like, yeah, it's time to go.
He's like,
Everything was cool, and he was just like,
Yeah,
oh,
right.
yeah, it's time to go.
time to go.
exit stage left.
You know how
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we all got that like spidey sense. Like when we're
Mm-hmm.
somewhere, you're like, yo, shit.
Let's go.
Did your butthole
Yeah.
start tingling? Like like when you have a Diddy party and like you sitting there, you hear like little bells and it's coming from your butthole. It's
The
like it's
whole
time to
whole
go.
different Spidey senses tingling, bro.
The sphincters
You're like, hold on. Ooh.
it's time to go.
Hey, I really seen some things, even some dark side of things.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, some really dark stuff. Like in that music business. I could tell you this story. Rest in peace, Whitney Houston.
Mm.
When I first got into the business, let me fast forward. My dad was in the music business. That's how I got into the music business. My dad
Okay.
worked for Arista Records
Okay.
for like, I don't know, probably like 14 years.
Okay.
And he lived in the same building in New York as, and actually it was in New Jersey, 520 State Street, Prospect Avenue. I'm sorry, 520 Prospect Avenue. And he lived in the same building as John Houston, Whitney Houston's father.
Okay.
So one day, him and my dad were close friends, always hang out. They both had a friend named Cecil Brooks, who was actually from Pittsburgh, who had a nightclub there in Jersey that they used to hang out together in. So we were getting in the elevator, and John Houston comes in the elevator. He says to my dad, he's like, "Hey, Dad, you and your son can come up. My daughter just finished her album, and she's going to bring one over to listen to. And so you guys can come up." He said, and she's bringing some spaghetti. So we go up there, and we're eating spaghetti with his girl. She looked like a New Jersey girl. She had on a t-shirt, white tee, Levi's, some regular shoes, and she had a nice haircut, short bob, like the girls was wearing that Anita
Back in the
Baker
day.
style
Yeah.
haircut back then.
Yeah.
Yep. And we sat there, we ate, we listened to it, and I was like, oh, this is incredible. this is incredible, you know. And we're just sitting there talking, and then she says, "Here, I'll bring another album for my dad. You guys can have this one." And not knowing at the time that she was going to be the Whitney Houston.
Wow.
Yeah, yep.
Really?
And him and my dad, they remained friends until he passed away. You know, years later, they remained friends.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
And I got this.
Wow.
So fast forward to years later. Now I'm in the music business. You know, this was when I first met her. I think I was like maybe 16, 17. Now, fast forward 7, 8 years later, I'm in the music business. She's big and she's with Bobby Brown. And she's working on her album at Silent Sound. That's Baby Faces in Daryl Simmons' studio in Atlanta.
Okay.
And so my first job, my first day, I was going to be working with Whitney Houston as the intern. I was so excited, like, oh my God, wait till she sees me, you know, like she's gonna be like, oh my God, little Doobie from my dad's building. So I was like, I was having my dad call Mr. John, and Mr. John, he was still alive at the time. He's like, yeah, I'll call her and tell her that you're going to be there. So hours went past, probably 3-4 hours. She never shows up for the session. The beginning of the 5th hour, she comes in. They rush her to like a side room.
Oh no.
So she goes into the side room. Her and Bobby Brown is in there. And we're in there, we're waiting. We're just playing music, playing beats. Probably 2.5 hours went by. They said, Whitney left. Whitney and Bobby left. I said, what? I didn't even get to see her. You know, I was all excited. I didn't even get to see her. So I walk in. They was like, well, you got to clean the room where they were at for the 2.5 hours.
Oh, boy.
It's a mess. I go in the room, and what do I see? Small things of crack. Now, I just came from Pittsburgh in the drug business, so I knew exactly what was going on. I see small things of crack and weed,
Sprinkle some crack.
and they had towels, and they all these brown spots on the towel. So what they were doing was smoking the crack and the weed and then blowing it into the towel.
Damn.
And this is when people were just assuming that she was on drugs. It wasn't like verified. She didn't do that interview yet where she was talking about what is crack? I don't smoke no crack. She hadn't done none of that yet. This was just in the air that this was going on.
Wow.
And I got to see that, and I literally cried. My first day in the music business, it was filled with tears because somebody I knew, knew her family and was like a hero to me. Let the music business really pull her down.
If you ran into her, would you be like, you smoke crack, don't you, Sam's?
See. It was. I'm not gonna lie to you. My mom said to me, she said, "Your dad been in that music business before you were born. It's the devil's business." I said, in my mind, you know how I am. I'm cocky, so I was like, "I'll change that. I'll let them people see God." And then right there, my first day, that smacked me in the face, and it was a wake up call to be like, "This is the real thing. This is the devil's business." And it changed the way I carried myself in that business.
Crazy, man. Real quick, it's funny how like decisions and how God puts people in your life. Like you're either an angel or a demon. God will put people in your life. You're either an angel or a demon. I don't know if you guys know. Who was on Whitney's jock and tried everything in his power to date her? Randall Cunningham. And she said, "No, you're not bad enough. You're not." She wanted Bobby because he was the bad boy. Dude, Randall was like sprung over Whitney, bro.
Yeah. And I didn't know that.
You didn't know that.
No.
Yeah, bro. Randall ran, and then like you angel and demon. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, it's like the old Bugs Bunny cartoons with the angel on your shoulder. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, we got Lee Vaughn.
Whitney Houston was the first person to friend zone a guy.
Hey, we got Lee Vaughn tuning in.
Lee Vaughn.
Lee Vaughn.
Yeah,
Vaughn.
blast from the
Yo, what up,
past.
Lee?
Yeah,
What's up, Lee
yeah.
Vaughn? He's out in Vegas. I
Yes,
shouted
he
him out when I
is.
went out there to Vegas.
Lee
Oh
Vaughn.
yeah,
Yeah, I went out there to do one of my cooking shows.
awesome,
Hey,
man.
the
Nice,
thing I
nice.
like best about Lee Vaughn is his first and last name is a black person's first name.
It sure is.
Come
Lee Vaughn. And I know it, Lee Vaughn too.
Come on, bro.
Lee Vaughn Kirkland.
Uh,
Hey, I got another funny story about the Osbournes.
Oh
oh
God.
So
boy.
so there's a guy named Big John. I was working for at Quad Studios doing engineering for the Rockefeller Records. And he
Hmm.
had came to listen to some stuff. And he was like, yo, it was me and my friend John. He was like, yo, y'all want to go to the Grammys? Oh, we was like, hell yeah. He was like, well, I got some tickets for y'all. So he came back, left and came back, and he came back with 2 tickets for the Grammys. So I ended up going to the Grammys. And then after the Grammys, it was right in New York. They had a party at this place called the Blue Fin. And it was MTV's party. And MTV's biggest show at that time was a show called The Osbournes, featuring
Yeah.
Ozzy
Yeah,
Osbourne,
Yeah.
yeah,
Jack
yeah.
Osbourne,
Sharon.
Yeah. Sharon.
Sharon
Sharon.
Osbourne.
You
Yes,
fucking dog, Sharon.
yes. So we are waiting in line to get in, and we walk ahead, and we see Jack Osbourne. Right, so me and my friend, we just talking shit, smoking a joint out there, and we see Jack Osbourne. So he just waves to us to come up to where they're at. Right, just waves to us like, "Come here." So we walk over there. My friend John, he's a white kid, but he's so funny. He's a jokester. So he started joking around with them, and he has them cracking up. So they was like, "Come on, we're gonna take your pictures on the red carpet." And so they had the Osbournes come up. So Jack and the sister, I can't remember the sister's name. They
Kelly.
was like, "Come on, these are our cousins." They're seriously. So we go in there and we're on the red carpet and we're taking the pictures with the Osbourne family. So now I'm the official cousin of the Osbourne family.
You
So we
like Vic
get in there.
Simone Jr.
Yeah, right.
No,
Yeah, right.
he was just Jeffrey. That's
We
all he
get
was
in the Grammy
for.
after party, and anybody who you can think of is in there. That's when Nora
Oh my
Jones won
gosh.
9 Grammys. Nora Jones
Wow.
is in there, Clive Davis, anybody you can think of, Rakim, Eric B. and Rakim. Um, oh my God, anybody. The DJ was DJ Premier, was the
Oh,
Oh,
DJ.
okay.
wow.
So
Nice.
rest in
Wow.
peace, Guru. I'm walking
Yes.
in with the Osbournes and I feel somebody grab my arm. And I look and it's Guru. And I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, what's up? I didn't know you was going to be here. And I'm looking like, what? He's like, yeah, you ain't tell nobody you was coming here. I seen you at the Grammys. I didn't know you was going to be here. He was like, come on, I want to introduce you to some people. He takes me straight up to the DJ booth. It's like,
Mm.
look, our boy is here. And DJ Premier looks at me. He's like, yeah. He's like, Jazzy. I'm like, what? I ain't say nothing. Me and my boy, we just looking. I ain't say that. I dapped him up. Guru grabs me again. He takes me around to the table of Nora
Yo.
Jones, where Nora Jones is sitting
Oh my
on the
gosh.
table with her 9 Grammys in front of her, and Clive Davis is right next to her. He says, sit down. He sets me right next to Nora Jones and says, yeah, look, Jazzy Jeff showed up. Me and my boy looked at each other like, oh shit, I'm not Jazzy Jeff. They think I'm Jazzy Jeff. My boy, I looked at my boy. He looked at me and he gave me that wink like, nigga, just go with it. And
Just
we went with it
go with it.
all night. So we got to hang with Nora Jones, the Osbournes, Pharrell and the Neptunes were the performers that night. And we got to
Wow.
hang with them all as Jazzy Jeff.
That's crazy, bro.
That's funny.
Did you see Did you see Method Man's stunt double at the party, aka Nick Carwell? Did you see him?
No, I didn't see. Yeah,
And Jazzy Jeff and Doppelganger Method Man at
right.
the Grammy
Hey,
party.
people gonna see the movie. They gonna be like, Daisy Jeff throwing yogurt at motherfuckers.
Right, right.
Oh
Hey,
my God.
I want to switch gears for a second, Doobie, because you and I have had really, really, really great conversations behind closed doors. And one of the things that, like, right before you retired from the insurance business, you started really getting into higher vibrations and frequencies and things of that nature. So much so that that's what you called your cooking show, right?
Yes.
Talk a little bit about how that particular mindset has kind of attracted you and has put you in positions that you probably didn't even realize, because you just been put in rooms that I just be looking like, wow, but I'm not surprised because of the conversations we had way, way, way back in the day when nobody was paying attention.
Yeah, it really started in 2017. When I was doing the Stephanie Smith show, I started to get into meditation and prayer real heavy. Hanging around Dr. Stephanie and Dr. Niles, they definitely put you in that spirit.
Mm,
They definitely lead by God, by a spirit, and them just kind of like mentoring me, and I started seeing different things. And one day I woke up after doing a meditation, and I think Gabe I already told you this story, but for Jay and AJ, I woke up and I was right there, and I lived in that townhouse right by the office, and I
mm-hmm,
go look outside, and it's like I can see without my glasses all the way to Monroeville, and I'm looking, I can see leaves on a tree in Monroeville. I've never experienced anything like this ever. Everything was brighter, everything was clear. I didn't know what was going on, but I knew something had changed in me.
mm,
So that next day, we were shooting a Stephanie Smith show, and there is a pastor has a church in Hazelwood. His name slips my mind right now. Um, but he was the guest. And what had happened to him, he was in charge of this thing called kids. It's like baseball kid for kids, something like a kids league he was in charge of. So when the new Pirate Stadium had opened up, brand new, he had tickets for like 15 kids to go. So he took
mm.
them all to the stadium. So when he was there, he went to the bathroom and he pushed the bathroom door open. The latch wasn't connected on properly and went and stuck into his eye and blinded him.
Oh
Mm.
my.
Yes, blinded him. And what happened with that, he was in and out of surgeries for months. He never brought his eyesight back. He's legally blind now.
Oh
But
wow.
he said, and we did like a pre-show. So I go in the back and talk to the guests and, ask them what questions do they want me to ask, what questions that we possibly may ask them, just like a overview of what's going to go on in the show. And he said to me, he had a couple people with him, and he asked them to leave the room. And he
Mm,
said, you experienced something, didn't you?
mm,
And I said,
Mm.
what? He said, yeah, you experienced something. You moved from the 3D to the 5D. He said, you're ascending. Whatever you're doing now, it ain't, and you're going, your whole life is going to change.
mm, mm,
And he
mm,
was like, you don't even know what God has in store for you. He was like, you're going to see things that you've never seen before. He said, don't be afraid. You might have some struggles. It might be rough, but God put you there because he's trying to show you something. He was like, you're ascending. And that's put me on another whole journey, of things like happening in my life and other people that I've deal with. There's another lady who's very spiritual and evangelist in Pittsburgh. And I used to call her and talk to her all the time. And when I first moved to Florida, I was supposed to be doing insurance with the NFL. But because I had a record here in Pittsburgh, if the Florida Insurance Board wouldn't recognize me, they wouldn't give me my insurance license. So I'm down in Florida. I'm living in this nice place, like $4,000 a month rent, and I don't have no job.
Oh my God.
The lady says, I call her. I says, I'm struggling. I don't know what to do. Just like, please pray for me. And she said, don't worry about it. You'll meet somebody right in that complex you live in, and they're going to help you. And I was like, okay, I got you. Her name is Miss Velma. I said, all right, Miss Velma, I got you. She said, don't worry. She said a small prayer, hung up the phone. The next day, I'm out, like behind my house is the bay. So you can rent jet skis right there. So I had some friends down there from Pittsburgh with me, and we all like going to get the jet skis. So we waiting for the dude to bring the jet skis back. So it's this black guy and his friends. And he's like, hey, I seen you just move in. You got that nice BMW. I had the i8 at the time.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
said, you got that nice BMW there. I said, yeah. He's like, yeah, I see you, you coming in. You got a couple little flavors coming in and out of there. You know what it is. He's like, when you come back from jet ski and knock on my door. He's like, he told me, the apartment he lived in, 317. I said, all right, cool. I went there after the jet skis, knocked on his door. He's like, what's up? What you do? I said, yeah, that's such. I do this, I do that. I'm on TV in Pittsburgh. I got a couple things in the music. He was like, oh, you do music. He said, guess what? I work for the Marleys. I said, like Bob Marley and those guys? He was like, yeah, they would love to meet you, somebody like you. And then the next week, he took me to meet the Marleys. And then that's how I started producing music and making money down in Florida with the Marleys. So it was, and if you guys seen, I had them also on my cooking show.
Yes. Rohan.
Hey,
I
real
told you,
talk.
Rohan, one of my favorite
Yeah, Rohan, yeah.
University of
I
Miami
hit him up and told him
football
that
players of
too.
all time, man, of
Yeah, I hit him
all
up
time, bro.
and sent him that picture.
Yes, bro. Was my guy, dude. Like I
Yeah.
liked him. Like I was a Rohan Marley fan before like I was a Ray Lewis fan. Like I
Wow,
thought he
that's
was on a
No,
crazy.
whole
he was a monster, bro.
I thought he was so
Yeah.
much better at the
Yeah,
time. I
no,
thought
he
he was
was a
so
monster.
much better. Yeah, and then and I don't know what happened. I don't know what his backstory was like after he left went to college and didn't he didn't do much in the NFL. But I really did believe that he was going to be like the next great linebacker. I
Yeah,
thought he and Ray Lewis were going to be, and then Sapp too was on that team too. Man, them dudes was
Wow.
bad, bro.
All those
Yeah,
Marley kids, they get between $5 and $7 million a year off of the estate.
Jesus.
Just off of the estate.
one of them
Mm.
isn't one of them married to Lauren Hill.
No, that was Rohan.
That was
They're not
Rohan.
married anymore. But yeah, that was
Oh, okay.
Rohan. He was with Lauren. Yep. Now he
I
dates
mean,
a whole bunch
Bob,
of folks.
Bob told him, "Don't worry about a ting. Every little
Yeah,
ting gonna be all right." He
all right.
told him.
And
He
they
told
don't.
him.
And there you go. And we
Yo.
partied it up. One night we partied. It was me, Richie Marley, Rohan Marley, and Jakeem Noah. And I swear we smoked about 1.5 pounds of bud. I couldn't even walk.
Hey, dude,
And
yeah,
I was
I didn't make the,
and I
listen.
couldn't even walk. I was like,
Hey, Doobie,
Hey,
I
Doobie
didn't
really
make
thought
the
he
joke.
was DJ Jazzy Jeff after that session.
I didn't make the joke, bro. But when you said that you could see from your house to Monroeville, I want to be like, what did you smoke?
yeah. At that time, actually, I had stopped smoking. Actually, at that time, I had stopped smoking because,
Really?
Gabe tell you, I really got into that meditation and that
Yeah.
spirituality. Even digging into crystals, and they had me see some things that I had never seen before, and that was kind of reason why I had departure from the agency. because Spirit was showing me things that
Mm,
just he was bringing it to the light.
mm.
I would ask God to bring it to the light. He was bringing it all to the light.
What I say, bro? Angels and demons.
Angels and
Yep.
demons.
He
Angels
brought
and
stuff
demons.
to the light. Just think to myself, like, oh, this guy will never do this to me as I watched him do it to other people.
Mm,
Um, you know, God showed me like, nah, he gonna do it to you too, just because of who he is, and he hasn't found who he is. So I had to talk with him, and I even did some things. I tried to get him to do some dieting and get into spirituality. And he was talking about me behind my back, saying I was crazy and all this other stuff. But I was trying to show him like, God is the way. That all the other stuff that you doing ain't the way, bro.
mm, mm, mm.
Well, we have to learn lessons in life, man. God puts people in our lives. God takes people away from our lives. Some people are there for your whole life. Some just there for a chapter. You
That's
take the
it.
time that you had and you cherish it. You learn from you learn from it, and you move on. It is what it is.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. We all live, we all learn. Keeping it on the positive, keeping it
Yeah.
on a higher vibration, vibrate higher and God will bring those things to you. Manifest. I don't even know how I got all these things. And, I was in a thriller movie too, where I was, of course, I was black. I got killed first. And if you guys want to watch it, it's called Itsy Bitsy Spider.
Come
I think
on,
Oh
man.
yeah.
it's on
Come on.
YouTube. Yeah, I played Exterminator that they call it Exterminate when they think it's just some regular spiders, but it's this huge
Hey,
killer
you
spider.
know why you messed up? Because you ain't throw no yogurt on that damn spider.
You throw no yogurt on that
You
motherfucker.
throw some yogurt on that spider, you would have lived.
You would have lived.
Oh man.
Yeah,
It's crazy. What you said. Some people are with you in the season, some people are with you in a lifetime, and it's crazy because all of our, obviously us three have been connected through family, but it's definitely been uh a blessing to have been able to connect with Doobie. I'm grateful for a lot of things that we encountered in our time with with working with Lincoln and TMG, and one of the main ones is some of the core friendships that come out of that as a result. I'm still rocking with partners from 15 years ago. Like it's
yeah,
still, we still rocking. And
So,
then real quick, let me and then I'll finish it. And then when relationships are genuine, because you don't have to be up each other's butt, number one, and you can pick up right where you left off, and
yeah,
it's effortless. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
absolutely effortless. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I love about that, man. Along our journey, along our way, man, we picked up some genuine friendships and some genuine relationships. If I took anything from that experience, it was that.
you have people. See, the thing is, you have people that are only there as long as you can do something for them, and then you have people that are there because they can do something for you.
Mm,
Hmm.
Okay.
absolutely.
So really think about that. And a lot of the people that you still have those relationships for or with, they can do something for you. Whether it's, hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? How you holding up? How's life? Or hey, you know what? Here's something you might want to check out or something you might want to, look into. Those are the types of people that you vibe with. And it goes back to what I was saying. Whenever you meet people, you got angels and you got demons. Okay, it's that simple. And I've just been fortunate to have some great angels in my life. I've had some demons, but it is what it is, man.
I just
Yeah.
I reflect on those times a lot. I remember uh somebody was saying, "Oh, Doobie, you party all the time. You be having all the girls at your house. You party all the time." And then I remember the agents came to my house and they didn't know I had custody of both of my sons.
Yes.
So people thought I was
Yes.
partying all the time and hanging out. here up in the house with my two boys.
Hey, dude,
It's just the reception. The
listen, your
reception that
sons
people
your
put
sons
out
are
there.
young. Did you ever make them do Drew Hills when they was bad?
Drew Hills, what was that?
Yeah. You ain't never seen the Drew
You never seen
Oh,
the Drew
bro.
Hills?
No,
When
what is
kids
that?
is dead, the parents they're like,
tell me
Tell
what you
me's.
want. The jumps,
They're
the
like,
jumps that
Drew
they call them Drew
Hills.
Hills. They call them Drew Hills.
Oh,
They
that's
be
What you want?
funny.
punishments.
100 Drew Hills.
Oh,
Like, give me
that's
100 Drew
so
Hills.
funny.
Hey, mess
That's
up on this,
punishment in
where they put the music on
2025.
and everything. Them kids be like, tell me what you want.
It's so,
Ah, I got a story
it's
about
so
Drew
funny.
Hill too.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
shit.
tell that
About
story.
Cisco,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
I was working with Cisco, Drew Hill, and they actually gave me a beat machine after their sessions were over that we kicked it. We had so much fun. But
Mm.
Cisco was dating what's the girl's name? She was in the movie Players Club. Lisa Ray.
Yeah,
Lisa
yeah,
Ray.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. Okay.
first he had her in the video, and everybody was assuming that they was talking whatever. So Cisco comes to the studio the first day I meet him. He's like, "Yo, you smoke?" I was like, "Yeah." So he was like, "Man, let me get a blunt from you." He rolled a blunt. We out there smoking. He was like, "Watch this." So he calls Lisa Ray, and he's like, "Yeah, what's up? Come to the studio. I'm such and such." He like, "Yeah, niggas don't know I got this piece on lock." Lisa Ray comes to the studio like, "Oh, we had so much fun and kicked it with her." Yeah, Drew Hill. Those are some good times.
Man, tell me what you
Hey,
want.
are they all midgets? I heard they all short as hell.
No, I don't know, but Cisco's short.
Yeah, Cisco 5 foot nothing, bro.
Yep. But
He's
they were
five
some
foot
good
nothing.
dudes. They gave me like a $500-600 piece of equipment for working with them.
Hey, I absolutely love their music, bro. Like I was a huge, and I'm even more of a fan the older that I get too. Like it just hits different, man. Like they,
Hmm.
yeah, they're forever on my rotation for
Oh yeah,
real. Like
yeah,
songs like April Shower, April
Yeah,
Showers and
Uh,
stuff like that. Like people don't even know.
beauty.
Like
yeah.
you
Right.
gotta
that's
have
my
the
favorite
album.
Drew Hill song of all
Yeah,
time. Is April Showers.
yeah. Beauty, bro. Them songs is dope, bro.
So speaking of beauty, they was interviewing Sean Stockman from Boys to Men, and they was like, "What's the one song that you guys wish you would have had but you ain't get?"
Oh,
He was like, "Beauty."
oh, they would
He
have
was
crushed that.
Oh, they would
yeah,
have
he was
crushed
like
that.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Could you hear Wanye hitting that high note from Drew that Cisco was hitting? I could totally hear that. That'd be real
Oh
dope,
man,
actually. That'd be real dope, actually,
that
bro.
would.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
surprised
Matter
they
of
never
fact,
remade that.
you know what you know what, Boys and Men be out there. They'll do covers on their. I've been to a couple of their concerts. They definitely do covers, and they do an
Dude, they
outstanding
did
job.
a couple years ago. They were on Mass Singer, and I knew who they were immediately.
Yeah.
But the songs
Yeah.
that they
What?
sing, you ain't bro. Look, go on YouTube and look up the Buffaloes on Mass Singer, bro. They destroy. They did Africa from Toto,
Oh,
bro.
Killed it.
It,
oh,
it was amazing.
oh, oh.
Yeah, that
Hey,
was
Doobie, I gotta tell you,
last year because they went up against Mario.
That
If
was
I'm not
last year, either
mistaken.
last year or the year
yeah,
before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, Doobie, I forgot to tell you, man. So this past summer, um, we went up to Deep Creek. We're real good friends with there's a couple called the family called the Joneses.
Uh huh.
So us and the Joneses, we went up to the Deep Creek. Hey, bro, we was literally staying right across the creek from where you and the late great Brady Hill had
The RV.
the RV, bro. It was literally like I could see the parking lot where you parked that thing, bro. And dude, the second I saw, because we had a boat, so we was going
Right.
down to get on the boat. So every time I looked across, I just start cracking up every single time,
Ah,
thinking about how much smoke was coming out, coming out that RV.
somebody said they opened up the door and they said the smoke flowed out.
Hey, that was Black Cheech and Chong, bro.
Like
you
they said
know,
the smoke bellowed out. Like,
man,
so the- Don't go and
Crazy,
kill me, Lord B.
crazy.
R.I.P. Brady. R.I.P. man.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
Yes,
RIP.
real
R.I.P.
deal.
Brady
Real
Hill.
deal,
The
man. Real
real
deal.
deal, man.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, we got Mark T and Raheem on in the comments saying
Okay,
what's up.
Rod Mark T.
Yeah, yeah. That's what's
Good
up,
folks,
man.
man. Good folks. Good folks always stick together, bro. No matter
Yes.
what. That's just
Yes.
what it is in life. Our circle, as we get older, our circle gets smaller. Just because
Yeah.
it does, man. And
Yeah.
you know, there's these friendship, these ties. You want to keep those, you know, as we continue to grow and spread ourselves out. You know, it seems like we grow out, but our circle, our real circle, gets a lot smaller, man. We got to
It
keep that
does.
in mind too, you know, when we loving on each other as men, and two, you
No
know,
Diddy.
as yeah, no Diddy. And then as men too, we don't like there's this health and wellness business that me and my wife are in, and it was a bad statistic that one of the doctors said. He said that men are being lonely and depressed, and one of the highest rates of suicide now, because
Mm.
after
Mm.
COVID, men lost friendships with their friend groups, and they just got stuck in the house, stuck
Wow.
within their families, and not doing anything
Wow.
within the friend group. I joined a bowling, like I'm in a bowling league, and you know, just like keeping in touch with you guys like that. I'm on another Men's Hill group with a couple good people, Harold Dennison.
Yeah.
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 Harold.
Yeah, Harold Dennison is in my Men's Hill group. Lamont Rucker, from, you guys know him
Yep.
from the Tyler Perry movies.
Yep.
There's a couple of us, some political folks in that group, and we stay in touch and we do things, you know, every so often. I'll definitely let you guys know next time we do something together.
Man, you know what? Fellowship, you're dude, you were dead on. So just earlier today, as you saw, we went to the game and everything. Well, we were uh uh down in the waterfront at the Cohatch, right? They got the Cohatch office down there now, where just got like shared spaces where you could go and cohabitat. So we went down there and had a little meeting, man. And let me tell you something. It was myself and Mark T and Raheem and Omar and some of Raheem's teammates, Angela Rotan, and some other people. But it was cool because um, I hadn't experienced that in a while. So and I even said, I said to Ty, I said, you know what? I said, COVID really took its toll on me. I said, because pre-COVID, man, we was moving and shaking in our
Yeah,
business, right? And
yeah,
then post-COVID, everything I do now is on a phone. I don't really
yeah.
go out in the field nearly as much as I used to. So, dude, I think you're dead on when you speak on that, because I've even experienced, just full transparency, I've even experienced some anxieties and things of that nature as since post-COVID as a
I
result.
have
And I think
I
a
have
lot of it
too.
has to do with isolation, bro. I
Yeah,
think
I
isolation has a
have
lot to
too.
do with it. Yep.
Yep. So let's keep that in mind, and maybe, you know, that subject again on the podcast. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
you do like a Men's Hill thing, and then maybe I can get some of those guys from the group to talk about some of the things that they go through and the things that we go through. You know, as men, and just don't get recognized.
Yeah.
Hey, you
Yeah.
know what? From someone who deals with a lot of anxiety and different things, a wise person once told me, you're not in this by yourself.
That's right.
So, reach out. And as men, a lot of times we don't talk, we don't open up. We got to be strong, and it's a sign of weakness to
Yeah,
to express. And I don't know if it's a pride thing. I don't know if it's a fear of judgment type thing, but you never know who can help you, man. And just words. I talk to a lot of people, bro, and it's funny because I got my own stuff that I deal with, but I talk a lot of people off the bridge, a lot, and folks is going through stuff, and it's crazy because you look at your life sometimes and you're like, man, I'm not where I want to be, or I'm not where I'm at, and this, that, and the other. And there's people out there that would kill to have your life.
Yeah,
If you
that's true.
anyone who's on here who's hearing this, if you're alive, you got purpose.
Yes.
Okay, you got purpose, and I ain't got to know you.
Absolutely.
You can reach out to me and we can chat. I don't know if I can help you, but we can chat. With the whole saying, I'd
You
rather
know
hear
what?
your
You always
story
help by
than read
being
your
you. You bring a sense of laughter to the world. You know that all counts. Like some of my
Yes.
bad days, I'll go through Facebook and I'll see AJ, you'll post something so funny, I'll start laughing, and then you think, you don't think about how hard it is or what you had to go through or those experiences. You're just right there in that moment and you're just laughing.
Hey, Daryl, being funny is hard, bro. it's hard.
He just giving you the stuff that he had to filter just to get.
Yeah, that's the crazy
Yeah,
thing. Everything
that's
you
the
see is
filter
filtered.
content.
If you knew what was actually going on inside of here, you'd be like, yo, that brother be locked up.
Reggie,
Hey.
you know what? Used to send funny things to Chris. And when I used to go over to the hospital, I would open up his phone for him and we would go through some of those things that you would send him and we'd be cracking up.
Yeah.
Rest
Oh
in peace, Chris.
wow.
All right.
Wow.
But listen,
I didn't know you
hold
kept
on.
in
I'm
touch
gonna
with
tell
him,
you a story
Daryl.
about Chris.
Wow.
So when I met Chris,
Yeah, I was there the
I,
day he passed away.
I know I
Me,
didn't
him,
even know.
my
I was
wife,
like,
and
I saw you post a
his
picture.
mom.
Yeah, because me and Chris
Wow.
we kind of fell out a little bit, and I still loved him, but I had to love him from afar. You know what I mean? But so when I met Chris is when I first moved back to Pittsburgh because I was in Michigan. My ex-wife had went out of she went to another country to go to medical school, and I moved back home, and that's when I met Troy. That's when I met Chris, and my grandfather because I was staying with my granddad, and he would just call Chris your white buddy Chris. It wasn't just Chris, because Chris,
White buddy
Chris would
Chris.
just show up at your crib,
Hey.
and he was like, "Hey, your white buddy Chris is here," and so Chris was actually in my phone as WBC, white buddy Chris.
White buddy Chris.
It wasn't just Chris. It wasn't my buddy Chris. It was my white buddy Chris.
And it
White
wasn't
buddy
white
Chris.
boy Chris. It was your
No, it
white
was white
buddy
buddy. Yeah,
Chris.
it was white buddy Chris.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Hey, Doobie, I'm putting it out here now, bro. Anytime you want to come back on, you are officially a
Oh
Brown
yeah.
cousin. So you're more than welcome, bro.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Look out for Free the Hard Way coming to Amazon Prime in February. Look out
I can't
for
wait.
Parallax with Liv Shiver and Jazzy Beats, myself and my wife, Apple TV. That'll be also out in February. Um,
Nice.
you guys can watch Doobie's Higher Vibrations cooking show on the Page One TV network. Now filming season 3, now showing season 3 of that. And you can watch me in Itsy Bitsy Spider, the horror film that came out on Halloween. And that is on YouTube right now.
So I
And
just want to put a disclaimer out there. If I go to Google and put in Three the Hard Way, it ain't gonna be no bullshit. It ain't gonna be a scene from a Diddy party. It's gonna be the actual movie.
Hey,
that's so
hey.
funny. That's so funny. When
Ooh.
we were
Three
in
the hard
Atlanta,
way.
yeah, we were coming from the premiere. We were all dressed up. We were going to this place for dinner after the premiere. And we were telling the lady, yeah, we just get premiere 3 the hard way. And she was like, what kind of movie is that? Is that a sex film? She was like, no, I never even thought about anything like that until she said it. And then you just, of course, you would say it.
Of course. Who else you think is gonna say it?
Hey, just look
Like,
at it like
see?
this. We can't be stopped. Can't stop, won't stop.
That's
Whatever
right.
we go through, we get back up, we shake that shit off and keep it moving. No
Say what
matter
now,
what
baby?
nobody say to you, no matter who put you down, just keep standing up and ignore the haters. I got haters in my own family. So, I look at that and it makes me just keep smiling and keep going.
Keep doing your thing, brother.
Yeah.
Keep doing your
That's right.
thing. Hey, let's close out with the BBS nominations. The BBS,
Oh yeah,
DB,
we ain't go for a BBS.
That's the Brown bullshit of the week. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
some
brown
Yeah,
bullshit of
bullshit.
the week.
what is it?
Yeah,
What is the
yeah,
brown
Yeah,
yeah.
the
We
There's
got
bullshit?
bullshit
some
some.
just
bullshit
gone
that's
on too.
happening. So,
Yeah. Go ahead. You get your first. You go ahead. Get
oh
your
come on,
first. Get
man.
your nomination.
Michigan's coach, bro. no, this, bro. Come on, bro. Like, okay. Listen. I'm not judging my man for getting some strange. I'm not. Dude, whatever. Whatever. But not where you work, bro. You got fired because it was where you work. Because women, you got all this eye candy. You got whatever. And I'm sure
Something
women
about
just
them.
bang your DMs all the time.
Some.
But you gotta
Something
go
about
with
them.
her because she worked next to you and she
Something
smelled
about
nice.
them. Hey,
I'm
let me
fumbled the
tell you
bag,
something. Let me tell you
literally.
something. Uh, there's two things that's undefeated in life: age and pussy.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you how my
They both
millionaire
undefeated.
Playboy friend told me. He said, sometimes the fucking you get ain't worth the fucking you get. That stuck with me.
Yes, yes, yes. That young woman was probably doing some stuff that the wifey was not doing, and he was
Hey,
just like, "I'll give you this." You know what I mean?
What I say.
Hmm.
So again, okay, let me put this disclaimer out there. A woman is not obligated. Okay, she's not. That's her body. That's her choice. But if you making $6 million a year, she better have. Look, all three holes better be accessible. That's all I'm saying.
Three the
Six,
All
hard
you have to
way.
Three the hard way.
all three. So I'm just saying. So you listen.
oh,
If when Eddie Murphy said your job is to fuck your husband, that's your job. That's your job. That's your job. You making 6 million, whatever. Listen, and I ain't saying you gotta do it every day. I'm not saying just on his birthday either. But if you come on, babe, come on. You just
Should be three the hard way, baby. Three the
yeah,
hard way.
do the hard way.
that was a good one, gang. That was a good one. Do.
Oh Jesus. Uh, my BBS nomination of the week is whoever that radiologist was that poked a hole in TJ Watt's lung with the dry needling. You had one job, and that
Oh,
was to
God.
make sure that this dude was having
Vampire.
relief of pressure. You out here hacker shacking this dude's lung. Man
Bro,
can't even play now. He had to take a couple weeks off
well,
on account of you out here puncturing lungs with needles, man. That's some bullshit. That's my nomination for the week. What up, nephew?
what up, nephew?
Yo.
Say what
Cool
up to
Cam.
Judy.
Oh, wow. He got big. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
please.
He just came from wrestling practice.
Oh, my God. Look at him.
All
Wow.
right, bro. You all have been grown folks' business.
Here got
He
a
said,
little
"I am
man
grown
now.
folks."
He ain't no baby no more.
Yeah, he's fully
You
grown.
you know what's funny, dude, is that when I look at pictures from when Braylon was in fifth grade, like their face is very, very, very similar. Like
It sure
they both
is.
got the cheeks, man. It's like
It
all
sure
the
is look like
same. Yeah,
Braylon.
yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
there was a picture of
Brown
Braylon.
face.
There was a picture of Braylon at one of the, I don't know if it was the championship game or the game before, where he's wearing his helmet and his face in his helmet looked exactly like me when I was like 16 years old. That picture that I
Wow.
posted a picture of when I was on a Black College tour on Throwback Thursday about a month ago. Braylon in that picture, he got his helmet on facially, because I even showed it to John. I was like, look at that. She was like, damn, that look like you.
That's wow. That's wow.
Hey, how you boys doing, Daryl? They good?
Yeah, yep. Both my boys is doing good. Sebastian asked for 20 pairs of Jordans and a diamond Rolex for Christmas. I said, I don't work for Lincoln Heritage no more. He said, well, you doing movies? I thought you get some movie star money. I said, I'm not there yet. I ain't this now.
He was like,
I'm
well,
working.
you the hard way, the right way, you can afford it.
I ain't working on OnlyFans, nigga.
That's 9. We have not gotten to 10. I said we was gonna get
We
to 10.
almost there. Yeah. Hey, Jay Brown, the chef, you got a BBS nomination of the week.
Nah, you guys took both of mine. So what y'all
Yeah,
said?
because they was. You know, that's a BBS of the week was last night at that damn game in 15-degree weather. That was some bullshit,
That
bro.
wasn't no bullshit.
That was
You
cold
gotta
as
be fair. That
hell.
was a choice.
No,
That
no.
was
See,
definitely a choice.
2 years ago,
no.
2 years ago, I went to the Freezer Bowl when he had Monday night, and it was it 30 below zero?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I got on national TV. I showed that picture.
Yeah, you were. I remember you was on TV. I remember that.
Yep, I got on national TV. My phone was blowing up.
Hey,
My
you know
battery
what?
had
You know
died in
why?
the game.
You know why?
Yesterday.
Because you was the only black person at that game.
Y'all
I
see
was
this?
froze up.
I can't see it. I can't.
Can y'all
It's
see
like
that?
you can't see
What
it. No, you
Bro,
can't.
that is Braylon and his buddy Gavin and Butts yesterday at the game because they got honored. They
Oh
took their shirts
wow.
off. They took their shirts off, bro. He just sent me the picture. I'm
Yeah,
gonna put that on the
you can't
socials.
see it.
Them cats, they
Oh,
got their shirts off, bro. And they was at the game yesterday with their shirts off.
that's what's up.
That
To
that
be
is
young.
that is 100% his mama's side. That
Right?
that allowed him
I
to
was
do
thinking
that.
the same thing. I ain't say it.
I was like, that ain't me. That ain't
So
my
he
style.
got a dude. He got cornrows, and sometimes he don't. And I'm like, you black today.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes he got
Oh,
soul, sometimes he don't. It just depend. Just depend on the day, doobie. Just depend on the day.
yes.
But that's my
Yes.
dog, though. That's my
Yep.
dog.
Also,
Then I do. Go
one more
ahead.
thing. I gotta promote Jimmy Hinchman's book, the Monarchy. I was a part of that book. Look for that book. Is coming out in April, and we're going to be starting a Netflix series soon after that. That I'm a part of.
Really? What's that about?
Man, I gotta send you a chapter or two. It's deep. Jimmy Hinchman's book is deep. Talk all about the Tupac, talk about the Biggie. He talk about a lot of stuff.
Ooh,
A lot of how the
ooh,
industry folks was being weird.
mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't wait to get my hands on that, bro.
Yeah.
I
That's gonna
can't
be something.
wait.
That's gonna be something.
Yeah,
And
yeah, man.
look out for Nature Care AI is a website that me and my friend Dr. Jack from Miami is doing. And what it does is if you have something, say you have high blood pressure, you can put it in the Nature Care AI site, and it will give you everything, all the herbs that you can take
Natural
instead
stuff.
of blood pressure medicine.
Yeah, natural stuff.
That's what
Yep.
I need.
And with not only that, it'll go by your weight, everything, male, female. You can put all that information in, and it'll get you the exact herbs you need. And then you can press a button, and we'll have a chemist make the herb content for you and send it directly out to you.
So my question to
Wow.
that is there something on there that makes you not want to choke the shit out of somebody? Like,
Yeah, it's called Brain Sense. It's called Brain Sense. It's a vitamin that is a micronutrient that actually breaks the blood brain barrier, and it sends nutrients to the brain to help you remember your cognitive function. It helps you with what else, babe? Sleep. Whole bunch of things, man. It helps me so much. Remember all these. I'm in 3 different projects right now, and it helps me remember all the lines in these 3 projects.
That's
Yeah,
what's up.
yeah, man. I can imagine, man. That's a lot of retention.
It is. It is.
Yeah, I watched my daughter go through that, man.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
How
I'm
is
going
she?
to.
How's she doing with that?
She's good, man. She's living her best life. She's a sophomore now at Long Island University. I got to pick her up tomorrow, actually.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. She killing it, man. Doing her
Oh, that's
thing, man.
awesome. If I hear anything come up, she's doing like plays and stuff.
Man, she is gonna be multiversatile. She acts, she sings, she
Hey,
does
she might be in a
musicals,
Doobie
all of it.
movie.
Yeah.
I have an actual good friend who is he's actually plays on Broadway, but he's the producer of the Temptations play on Broadway. He's
Oh
right from
wow.
Lincoln. His name is Clayton. I can hook you up with him. He does a whole bunch. He was in Kinky Boots. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, he was in Kinky Boots. He did another couple other big plays that they traveled all over the world.
Wow,
Yeah,
Hey,
bro.
remind me to
real
hook you
quick,
up with him.
Jared had to
Yeah.
shout
We'll
out.
hook you up through Facebook. So because he's right in New York and he's a Pittsburgher.
Oh, that's perfect, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Hey,
she's at
Jared had to dip out.
long yeah, I saw yeah, she's at Long Island University CW Post campus.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
she's doing that,
dope.
getting that BFA in musical theater, man. She's killing
Wow,
it.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
killing it, killing it,
Hey,
killing it. I
you
love to
know,
see
hey,
it.
Doobie, she's gonna get famous, and she's gonna be like, Father,
Hey,
tell us when you were a nigga, Father.
hey.
Tell us, tell us when you ate the government cheese.
Do you see how
Here's how
she
to
got
give
me
me
on TikTok, man?
Bro, you see that she got him good, bro.
what she
She got
do.
So there's this trend on TikTok where they'll be like, "So Gabe, what do you use for cooking?" And Gabe will say all these things, and then she'll go, "Things that I put up my butt, nothing. Things that my dad put up his butt," and he'll be like, "Tongs."
I was cooking
Oh,
for
kid.
Thanksgiving. I
He's
was
like
cooking for
oven
Thanksgiving. I was like, I
spatula,
got tongs, I got
oven
Oh
things
my
like
mitts.
God.
this. Yeah,
Them
yeah.
kids do us
Spatulas.
dirty. Kids do us
Yeah, yeah, she got
dirty.
me, dude. She did me. And then
Oh
and
man.
then and then you gotta look at her Instagram, man, because she was Pimp Lucius. She was like,
What?
Yeah, that was funny. That was
bro,
funny as hell.
hey, bro. She's playing,
Oh
yeah,
wow.
yeah, cause yeah, bro, yeah,
I
she was
got
doing
to
that on TikTok.
yeah, I should probably watch her stuff because I know when some of these roles and stuff come up, I can be throwing her the stuff too. The audition
Yeah,
and stuff too.
yeah, cause she definitely got a. I mean, obviously, you know, you've known her all your life, man. She definitely got a unique, look and what have you. And her presence is just her stage presence is just through the roof. That's the part that's always been incredible to me. Like it is just natural. Like that's the part. And but the cool part is, and if we did something right, Diane and I, it's the work ethic that both of our kids have. Like they or like when they commit to something, bro, they go to work,
That's
bro.
awesome, man.
Yes, yes,
That's
they put
awesome.
in they put in the work, understanding that the process and putting in the work is just the price of admission, just for the opportunity for success. Not it don't guarantee hard work don't guarantee success. Hard work only
No,
is the price of admission for
yeah,
the opportunity of success. People miss that.
that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Man,
So they,
I'm happy you guys are doing this thing.
yeah,
If you ever want some guests or some people I know, holla at me.
sure will, sure will.
And
Yeah, because we got a variety of stuff going on here, man.
yeah, I'd
We
like to
talk
get
about different
Paradise on
things,
there
and
to talk about the hip hop
yeah.
museum too.
Oh,
Pittsburgh
dude,
Hip
that'd be
Hop
dope.
Museum that I'm involved. Me and my wife on the board there.
Yeah, yeah. How long you been married now, bro?
2 years.
Dude,
Congratulations,
that's
my
what's
man.
up.
Yep. Thank you. Yep.
That's what's up, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Love
Yep.
that holy matrimony. That's a beautiful thing. Me and Diane been together now 20. We've been married 21 years now. So
Yes. That's amazing. That's
it's
awesome.
crazy. That's crazy. Man, she put up my ass 21 years.
Hey, I got both. I got both of y'all beat. I've been with my hands for 51 years.
What's the matter with your brother?
And on that note, and on that note, thanks for coming out. God bless. Good day. And like that, we go. Peace
Dang.
out. Jesus.